いやー、来日第2戦ですが大変な人気者。
よくうまく呼び分けてますね。
それこそ5センチ単位で外してるっていう感じですね。
なかなかね、相当な顔ですね。
勝ちを狙ってくるはずです。どうやら強気の選手だったようだ。いい向かってきます。フットワークはもうほとんどなくなった。いい立っているのが精一杯か。東京サンドの連打チャンス。東京サンドチャンス。必死の形相だ。効いてる。ライトアッパー、レフトアッパー、タオル投入。タオル投入。青コーナーからたまらずタオル投入。
Should he get in any trouble, which De Cruz was not, obviously, that could develop in not only point deductions, but a disqualification as well.
Yeah, it's the most important piece of equipment in professional boxing is the mouthpiece. He does. Gonzalez does lose his balance sometimes, and then he lunges. He gets out over his feet, but then sometimes he'll throw perfect combinations and have beautiful balance.
De Cruz trying to fight off those ropes. As Gonzalez, you see that combination.
Oh, and that right hook to the body.
Both fighters being warned to keep their punches up.
The Cruz reminded the referee there at the belt line.
Gonzalez has got De Cruz in trouble. He may be on his way down, and he is.
Hurt him with a right hand to start it off.
De Cruz visibly shaken as he climbs to his feet at 4. They'll finish the mandatory 8 count. De Cruz getting his hands up so they don't stop it here in the 3rd.
His legs are betraying him here, Sam. I don't expect this to go much longer.
Oh, he's down, and that's it. It's over. Wisely, the referee says it is over. What a lunging attack by Gonzalez after De Cruz had gone down. Made the 8 count, and wisely the referee after the second knockdown said it is over.
ちょっとぎこちないんですけど、ロチャは独特のリズムを持ってますね。
左ダウンです。ゴンザレス倒れました。
パンチはあるんですよね。
あるんですね。しかしすぐに立ち上がりました。ミゲル・アンヘル・ゴンザレス。
今の倒れ方効いてますよ。
左を振ります。これは当たりません。左バックステップパンチを決めていきます。
かなり出血が激しいですね。
激しいですね。
ゴンザレス上下の打ち方うまいことはうまいですね。
そうですか。
うまいんですけど、もうそういう爆発的なところあると倒しきれると思いますけどね。
ここでゴングです。
早く
これ試合が決まったんですね。
そうですね。ロチャがですね、このラウンドで終了でですね。
He's just a natural. Now and again, the way he sets up, it reminds me a little bit of Chavez. So possibly, I imagine that would be one of his idols. But he's mastered everything about the fight game. Well, somebody will say, well, it hasn't really got a knockout punch, but I think you could disprove that with 24 stoppages in 26, and this will be the first 12-rounder. So coming up to the end of this fight with a definite winner here, Miguel González, but a good, decent try of Darryl Tyson. With a name like that, he's got to fight, hasn't he? Well, right to the end, nice little friendly touch as well. Good to see that. I think Tyson knows which way this is going, okay.
Y todavía campeón mundial de peso ligero del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo, Miguel Ángel González.
Hasta que no suene la campana del último asalto. El último asalto, el último round, el último capítulo, 12º episodio, amigos. Por el título mundial ligero del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo, el campeón del mundo de negro, Miguel Ángel González, Héctor López, un estupendo retador. Los últimos 5 rounds. Es una gran desventaja, por eso que aminoró la agresividad de Héctor López, que ahora lo quiere entregar todo. Sabe que no le queda más remedio que entregarlo todo y entonces sale a reducir nuevamente su gigantesco corazón en el intercambio con el campeón del mundo, Miguel Ángel González, que sigue conectando, que sigue llegando a destino y que sigue lastimando a este valiente Héctor López, a este retador.
Cerrando con broche de oro este combate, Miguel Ángel González, pero Héctor López en ningún momento se ha dado por vencido. Gran corazón de este retador Héctor López. Buen boxeo, lo demostró en los primeros 10 asaltos, en los primeros 8 rounds. Ya después empezó a disminuir su efectividad.
Se acabó el combate, amigos. Volvemos con la decisión. No se vayan, volvemos. Todavía campeón mundial.
He's only done it 3 times as well. So far, González, who takes a good left hand. He's done 12 rounds on 2 occasions. It's a good final round so far for Sample. And again, the left catching González. And he's not that far in front that he can afford to take it easy in this final 3 minutes. Just over a minute to go now. And this session could be crucial. Really had a complete change around in this final round, with Sample taking the initiative and being the aggressor, and González almost switching to a counter-puncher. Although he's not doing an awful lot of work. Well, I can feel a draw coming on here as far as the points tally is concerned. To say, González around in front on my card coming into this final round. And now gets through with a couple of thumping rights. Few seconds to go then. And they're going to both proclaim victory, I'm sure. And a free shot there from González at the end. He raises his arms, but I tell you something, he might be very lucky. Well, he won't in Mexico, of course, but a neutral venue, who knows? God, that's even bigger. 9 rounds to 4, so 1 round by 2 points. Oh, goodness me. Well, González gets it, and that last score was a ludicrous 10 rounds to González with 2 even. Well, I thought a draw would have been about right then. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you tomorrow for kickboxing.
Ah beh, dice a Rocha di tirare qualche colpo, altrimenti fermo l'incontro. Cosa che avrebbe dovuto già fare da un paio di round almeno. E destro-sinistro, poi ancora il sinistro. Adesso incassa tutto Rocha. E un'altra durissima ripresa per lo sfidante colombiano, un altro round per Miguel Ángel González.
Rífate la mano, ya es el onceavo round.
Ecco all'angolo di Rocha. Guardate come è conciato. muovi la testa, mueve la cabeza.
Su esquina. Papana, muy bien. Esa esquina está recibiendo mucho castigo.
Ah, dice
mucho castigo, mío.
Mucho castigo, dice l'arbitro, finalmente si decide, mucho castigo, punizione eccessiva.
El médico recomendó que la pararan.
E finalmente l'arbitro si decide a decretare il KO tecnico.
Lovely shot from Mendy. Well, he's got González backing off. And again, a nice left hand from Mendy. Some great action here from these two. And this is wonderful stuff now by Mendy. González still whipping in some short punches to the body. What a fight, what a round this one is. Goodness me, this is tremendous stuff. Well, it's Mendy, breaks off the exchange. What a round there for Mendy. Good shots again from González, the right hand. Well, looks like Mendy's now going to flatten his feet to the floor and try and get some power behind his own punches. That might be a mistake. I prefer to see him stand off and box. And then suddenly walking into punches from González and a left hand again. And Mendy over for the second time. On the floor, of course, in the second round. They take the standing 8 count here. Has Mendy got over that? Obviously not. Left hooks galore from González. Down goes Mendy for the second time.
No more.
And referee McCanty stopped it.
No more.
So González then retains his title in 5 rounds, beating a very game, but ultimately outgunned Frenchman J.Baptiste Mendy. And that's a good performance by González. Showed a lot of maturity. Something I could never do. So, round 8. Lavanda Johnson from Atlantic City, New Jersey, the challenger in the white. And the champion, well, he's at least 3 points in front coming into round 8, but it's been a tremendous fight. And the first round really was a humdinger for Lavanda Johnson. Nice scything right there from González. And really, Lavanda Johnson is far too statuesque, much too stiff and upright. Maybe that's why they picked him to fight this man. And once again, snappy shots there from González. Good right hand as well. And Johnson felt that one. Oh, lovely left hook from González. And that one hurt. The legs dipped then. Oh, and a right hand to follow up. And the cornerman called González in to finish it. And Johnson's tired. And he's hurt. And once again, González cracks in some good punches. Lavanda Johnson is not punching back. Mickey Van keeping a very close eye on things. And once again, these are great punches by the champ. Well, Lavanda Johnson's doing nothing back. And he's got to. and Mickey Van stopped it. It's all over. González retains his title again. That's the 6th defense by Miguel Ángel González, who I think has really stamped himself as the best lightweight champion.
Immer wieder nehmen musste. Er lässt die eigene Rechte jetzt öfter liegen, benutzt sie fast ausschließlich zur Deckung. Kaum noch eigene Angriffsschläge von Kelvin Grove, der nur noch auf Deckung, auf Abwehr, auf Ausweichen bedacht ist, auf Weglaufen. Da ist nicht mehr viel Gegenwehr da. Beim Amerikaner, der Weltmeister bestimmt das Geschehen, wie er will. Ja, da kam noch mal so links, rechts. Eine Kombination von Kelvin Grove, aber er ist ziemlich ausgepumpt. Und das sind die Körpertreffer von González, die ja nicht unbedingt so spektakulär zu sehen sind wie seine Rechte, wenn sie oben zum Kopf durchkommt. Ja, aufpassen. Nicht ins Genick schlagen und immer wieder Körper. Immer wieder Körper. Er atmet tief durch, geht in die falsche Ecke, in die neutrale, der Kelvin Grove. Hoppla, und er kommt. Joe Cortez. Da drüben wird aufgegeben. Sieger also. Nach 5 Runden durch technischen K.O. und damit weiterhin Weltmeister Miguel Ángel González. Da lag der linke Ellbogen tief genug. Und jetzt sind wir schon in der 12. der letzten Runde. Beide machen nochmal Dampf. Ja, jetzt kommt er. Jetzt kommt er. Er weiß, was er machen muss. Er versteht etwas von Show und er weiß, wie man das Publikum nochmal mitnimmt. Der Weltmeister dreht auf, rutscht wieder weg. Ja, da ist zu viel Wasser im Ring. Die Sekundanten verspritzen zu viel. Nochmal. Aber er muss auch einstecken. Sehen Sie, wie er klammert. Mit dem rechten Arm blockiert er die linke. Ja, das war's. Das hat Jerry McKenzie auch gesehen. Nochmal Stimmung im Convention Center von South Padre Island in Texas. Gute 12. Runde in diesem Titelfight im Leichtgewicht. Immer noch eine gute Deckung bei Silva. Und da braucht dieser Weltmeister González mehr als nur einen kleinen Büchsenöffner. Da müsste er jetzt so ein bisschen Dynamit haben, um diesen Safe zu sprengen. Aber der Kampf ist gut. Die letzten Sekunden. Nochmal jetzt. Serie von González. Aber er hält mit da. Der ist wach, dieser Silva. Ja, und er zeigt ihm den Weg und er hebt die Faust. Miguel Ángel González. Shake hands, traditionell bei Mickey Van in der Ringmitte. Und auf geht's. Die letzten 3 Minuten. Ja, nochmal ein Abtausch. Beide wissen, was los ist. Abgang. Der letzte Eindruck ist der bleibende. Vielleicht auch der beste. Naja, beide haben etwas erreicht. González gewinnt auch seinen 37. Kampf. Nach Punkten, nicht nach Knockout. Und Jakubowski hat es geschafft. Er verliert seinen zweiten Fight, aber er geht nicht unter gegen González, wenngleich er zum ersten Male in seiner Profilaufbahn am Boden war in der 8. Runde. Und jetzt noch mal ganz klar, da dominiert der Weltmeister González. Die Körpertreffer sind es, die werfen dann Jakubowski immer wieder mal zurück. Ah, das hat er gespürt unten, den Körpertreffer Richtung Solarplexus. Und geht noch weiter. Gong. Und da freut sich weniger der Weltmeister, aber mehr der geschlagene Mann. Ich habe es geschafft gegen den Großen.
The 12th and final round for the WBC lightweight title. Again, González showing the respect and then going right at the head of Lamar Murphy. González was in trouble in several of his title defenses, but he always found a way to win. He's 37-0, 29 knockouts. González looking worn out.
Yeah, Murphy's doing that. What he has to do is to look fresh, look hard, punching harder there. Neither one of them are hurting each other, but the champion looks weary and his punches are nothing.
Less than a minute to go in the final round. And Lamar Murphy showing the ring generalship. He is dictating the pace.
Well, those 2 rounds that they took those points away now figure very, very big.
But here comes González beginning to open up. But
González there landed a nice combination. He stayed off the ropes. He's back at the ropes. He took a step forward and dove into Lamar Murphy with punches as opposed to just keeping his head straight up on the ropes where he was getting killed.
González in almost desperate fashion here, going right back at Murphy. But Murphy very wisely tying González up whenever González gets loose. Trying to control the fight. 20 seconds and counting in the final round. And a strong finish here for Murphy. He tries to keep it going. Got González pressed up against the ropes. Now he backs off. 5 seconds to go in the championship fight. And you'll hear a roar from the crowd.
Shirley scores at 114 to 112 in favor of the winner, still undefeated and still champion, Miguel Ángel González.
Ah, ecco qui, non ci danno subito, ci fanno aspettare ancora un po'. Ecco, ci offrono dall'8ª ripresa un incontro, è l'8ª e ultima ripresa tra Miguel Ángel González Miguel Ángel González sulle 8 riprese. González ha abbandonato il titolo mondiale dei leggeri perché non riusciva più a rientrare nel limite della categoria. Il suo avversario è Ramon Marchena, messicano, 52 vittorie, 13 sconfitte, 2 pari, quindi pugile di lunga milizia e non certo un campione. Prende le sue soddisfazioni anche Marchena. Dimostra grande temperamento. e si conclude il match che era stato annunciato sulle 10 riprese, poi è stato ridotto a 8 round.
González, Miguel Ángel González, representando a México, nacido en la Ciudad de México, y un Oscar de la Hoya, México norteamericano, y llegamos a este 12º episodio. Un Miguel Ángel González tendrá que salir con todo, pero inmediatamente Oscar de la Hoya quiere dejar claro quién ha mandado a lo largo del combate.
Sí, no hay ninguna duda en cuanto a la definición de la pelea por vía de las papeletas de los jurados. Oscar ha sido superior, tiene gran ventaja, pero siempre está el soñar con que pueda encontrar lo que es difícil, pero no imposible, de González, que para mi gusto ha estado bajo, ha estado por debajo de lo que podía esperarse de él antes de la pelea.
Una inflamación fuerte por parte de Oscar de la Hoya en ese ojo izquierdo. Ahora creo que sabe de la Hoya que lo que tiene que es comprar tiempo, porque en la papeleta tiene la ventaja. Creo que siempre en la tarjeta extraoficial el público abuchea, el público no le gusta lo que está haciendo Oscar de la Hoya, pero al final también hablábamos, tienes que pelear con inteligencia. Si tienes en la papeleta, ¿para qué arriesgar de más? Porque sabe el daño que le puede hacer una vez más. Ahí molesto, ven que ya le ha llamado la atención a González.
La pelea no tiene una vuelta, no es la última. Esto es un deporte de inteligencia, el de golpearse, en que te peguen, el de hacerlo mejor, que convenga a tus intereses. No tiene la obligación de ir a fajarse, Oscar. Pienso que cuando lo han buscado, lo ha encontrado, como en este caso.
Y ahí dejando muy bien, tú lo dices, sabe perfectamente bien lo que está haciendo Oscar de la Hoya, que vuelve a poner toda la carne al asador, toda la artillería en el cierre final de este combate. Oscar de la Hoya viene ahí con la combinación, un González que no está muy sólido en la vertical, lo vimos hace un momento cómo rebotaba contra las cuerdas.
Quiere tener un cierre a tono con su jerarquía, con su capacidad, con su inteligencia, con sus ansias de seguir creciendo. Lo consiguió, es una muy buena presentación de Oscar de la Hoya. Queda en deuda González, ojalá que pueda recuperarse de este traspié, que con sus números será o simplemente esto o el darse cuenta de que ya ha llegado al nivel y que más arriba será realmente muy difícil.
Y es interesante porque a pesar de la inflamación también de González en el ojo derecho, vean lo cerrado que está ese ojo del lado izquierdo, y con el poco castigo o el castigo que ha recibido de la Hoya, vino una inflamación que empezó por ahí del décimo primero. Buen intercambio aquí de golpes en el centro del cuadrilátero. Últimos segundos ya de este combate. Ahí suena ya. Últimos segundos donde un González tendrá que entregarlo todo si quiere aspirar o quitarle ese título.
Ni con eso, ni con lo que lo entregue todo a esta altura. Maneja la pelea, va a retener su título, va a seguir siendo campeón, apunta para ser de lo más grande de la UFC en este momento en los Estados Unidos.
Sí, aparte ya se veía que ya no tenía con qué un González, como dices, lo único que tendría que haber sido un golpe milagroso que mandara a la lona a un Oscar de la Hoya.
Debía corregir algún problema defensivo, jugaron muy contentos, no hay dudas.
Vamos a escuchar we go to the scorecards. Bob Logiste scores the bout 117 to 111. John Keane scores it 117 to 110. And Anek Homtongam scores it 117 to 109 for the winner. And still, WBC Super
una decisión unánime, realmente no había duda de ello.
Una buena presentación, seguramente quizá como margen para corregir esa defensa que todavía le permitió que le llegaran en algunas ocasiones a inflamarse el pómulo izquierdo.
I think in the corners that I worked with, I told them, they said, hey, don't go to the belly for a while, start working on the top, and don't put us in a position where we may lose this qualification. It's supposed to be an easy fight, not a tough one.
Under 40 seconds remaining in round 3, scheduled for 10. González continues to go to the body. Oh, look at that. And down goes Gracias from there. Steve. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come here. Come to me. Come to me. You okay? You okay? Stop.
I didn't hear a affirmative action.
Final seconds, round 3. Gracioso survived the round as Gonzalez, a great finisher over the years, looks to put Gracioso away. I'll tell you what, the headshots are doing better than the body ones did.
So up next, Chavez versus Gonzalez, our main event. Julio Cesar Chavez, considered by many the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. In his prime, a relentless infighter and calculating technician. It has been a remarkable 18-year journey, but like so many terrific but aging athletes before him, he tries to defy the calendar. Tonight's fight begs the question, is this the last hurrah for the man called J.C. Superstar? Chavez with the mouthpiece hanging out just does not look the way he used to look in vintage Chavez days when he looked like a lion coming out of the cage.
He used to look like he couldn't wait for the bell to ring. I mean, like, oh, another head, another butt, another headbutt.
Yeah, the heads came together as more stuff comes flying into the ring.
Doesn't appear to be a cut on either man, but
both times, I guess, from all the disasters that have happened to him recently, Chavez looks at his glove, expecting to see blood.
Again, if the fight is stopped by an accidental headbutt after the end of the fourth round, they go to the scorecards. It's now round 8.
Oh, I don't want to see this again after the last one.
We had it in the Lopez.
That was low. Big low blow.
Big time low blow.
That was south of the equator.
Timeout.
Things are going to get strange.
He can have. Oh, look out! A cushion just came flying in front of our faces, and things are coming our way now.
Flying in from everywhere, gentlemen.
He has up to 5 minutes to recover, but he only takes about 30 seconds. If he can't continue, he loses, but no problem. Just giving you the rules. Look out. You saw that bottle come down. And timeout. Now Chavez giving the evil eye to somebody in the crowd. And now Garcia says, let's continue. He stopped it for a split second.
That's dangerous. Not just, I mean, it's a plastic bottle and it's not life-threatening, but boy, that's a dangerous thing to start doing. Beautiful left hook by Chavez.
He pushed Gonzalez back there.
Now Chavez is beginning to look like Chavez. He's beginning to get his mind on business.
Maybe Chavez going through his mind now. In order to stop a potential riot, I got to beat this guy up.
Another big hook.
I'm afraid that doesn't encourage his mind at all.
You know, at the end of
what he's thinking about is, I got to knock this guy out.
At the end of Joe Louis's career, he was beaten from pillar to post by Jersey Joe Walcott. At the end of the fight, they announced a decision for Joe Louis for sentimental reasons. And I don't know if that'll go over so well.
These left hooks are getting in from Chavez, Bobby.
Chavez looking good, looking good.
He's starting to hurt Gonzalez, slowing him down significantly.
Chavez coming on.
These are vicious left hooks. Straight right hand, a left hook, double up on the left hook. And Gonzalez is stunned.
Gonzalez doing a little bit of play in there.
Going wild with every Chavez punch, and those left hooks are doing damage.
Good round for Chavez. Good round.
Gonzalez's eyes swelling too.
Julio coming on.
Gonzalez down 3 times in his career. There's the jab by Chavez. The crowd sensing 30 seconds and counting in round 8.
Borderline low punch, but nobody called it. It's okay.
Chavez landing much more cleanly in this round than all the other rounds probably put together.
Yep. Looking more like Chavez than ever before.
But don't forget now, Gonzalez has great heart. He's demonstrated that throughout his career. He survived De La Hoya, didn't he?
And he gave De La Hoya some lumps to take home too.
He did. He bloodied his face, rearranged a few things. He looked good in defeat. Countering left hook by Chavez.
He walked into a beautiful left hook.
Big time for Chavez.
Sanchez knows the score in more ways than one. Here we go, round 12. So many of the first 11 rounds were close. It probably will come down to this.
And look at the left for the first time has got a closed eye.
Yeah, his left eye is in bad shape.
For the first time. Well, that's what you listen. That's what we all talk about with Chavez. He works and works and works, and all of a sudden your face is destroyed. That's just happened to him.
Gonzalez pressing the attack.
This round may very well decide the winner of this fight,
whether he gets it or not.
Gonzalez moves forward, a backpedaling Chavez. Gonzalez.
Leave him alone. That was on the hip.
Yeah, that wasn't low.
Let's let this guy fight his fight. He's got 3 minutes. Now that was low. That was low.
Low by Chavez. No knockdowns in this fight. About a minute gone by in the last round. The round that could determine the winner.
So far, Chavez fighting strangely. He's going back. He hasn't thrown a punch that means anything. That's not the way to win the championship. He must think he's way ahead.
I think he's saving himself for that last minute like he did in the last 3 rounds, Ferdy. He put together some onslaught in the last 30 seconds. The last 4 or 5 rounds will steal a lot of them, I'm sure.
That's what
We're having a power failure here, folks.
Oh, no.
The lights are starting to dim.
Oh, no.
Tonight the lights went out in Mexico.
You got that right.
We'll be singing a new tune.
Midway through the 12th round.
Chavez has to make his move now.
Yeah, we're right in the middle. He better do something. He lost the first part of that.
He lost the first part of the round, but not big. If he closes strong, he can take this round.
Well, he did nothing. I mean, if
you see the lights dimming in and out.
If Gonzalez doesn't attack now, he's crazy. He's got to go at it before the lights go out. They're going out.
We have a minute to go. Wait a minute now. The referee, Lupe Garcia, is calling time.
Chavez lost his mouthpiece.
He did.
But that's bad for.
He spit it out.
Isn't he realize the lights are going out?
I know. Let's get this thing
Come
over
on,
with.
We only got a minute to go. Let's not dilly-dally.
What's the referee let him have instructions and everything?
Yeah, he gave
the lights are flickering. I don't know if you could tell, but they are.
And a lot of them are out.
Holding and hitting. Both of them just clinging to each other. Garcia again. Chavez just trying to dig in with those elbows. Good combination to the head by Gonzalez. Back comes Chavez, but he missed.
I give the last round so far to Gonzalez by a lot.
Oh boy.
And he's only got half a minute to change things, does Chavez. Although I have him ahead by a point going into
as the lights continue to flicker.
I have Gonzalez going ahead by 1 point at him, 105 to 104, and he's winning this one. He is winning this one.
I have Chavez up 105, 104 going in.
Dramatic
he's losing
ending.
this one.
Well, you got it in a draw, and I got the other guy winning. If this continues.
Final 10 seconds. Let's see if Chavez can turn it up. Here it goes. There's the battle. The fight's over. Who won?
And folks, I got Gonzalez ahead.
El juez Terry Smith tiene la pelea 115 a 114, 115 to 114 a favor de Chavez. El juez Larry O'Connell anota 116 a 114, 116, 114 a favor de González. El juez Chuck Hassett tiene la pelea 115, 115, 115 to 115 a draw. La decisión es un empate.
Here we go.
Cushions are
We're being pelted. It's a draw.
Oh, Jesus. This stuff is coming down, fellas.
It's also raining on us.
This right? Put it over your head. I got hit less than this in the riots in Newark.
I'll tell you what, though, it's a testament to his intestinal fortitude.
There's no questioning. There's no questioning his heart and his courage. But right now, sometimes you just get to a point where all you're going to do is hurt the body more.
Gonzalez has never been stopped, but a stoppage here might prevent further punishment by Tszyu. He is so very far behind on points.
Stop! No, stop! No. Don't grab him.
He has been beyond points for a long time now.
Well, he's trying hard, but that being blocked by Tszyu. Tszyu comes back with a furious assault.
Tszyu's used a lot of energy, too. He doesn't want to waste himself and let everything hang out with 2 rounds to go. Abel Sanchez is stopping it.
Yeah, he is.
I believe all López has to do is stay away for the final minute plus here, and he's got it.
I agree with you, Steve, but stranger things didn't happen than a bad decision in this type of fight. But I think that he's just been outworked. It's just that simple. His skills aren't necessarily better. He's not a better puncher. He's just been outworked in those.
The judges, Dwayne Ford, Dick Houck, and Jerry Roth from Las Vegas. Gomez doing a number on the head of Gonzalez.
Out.
less than a minute to go, we could have a new fighter in the rankings.
And the next champion who loses a lot of luster. We approach the final 30 seconds. Let me tell you, it may be a long time before we see Miguel Ángel González again after this performance. Relatively unknown, unheralded 17-10 so-called tune-up with Gustavo Gomez.
He's been stopped several times by considerably lesser talents than González.
He's probably going to win the fight. That's it. And a big smile from Manuel Gomez, who is thinking upset.
Judging ringside, Dwayne Ford sees about 97 to 92 in favor of the winner, Manuel Gomez.
Talk about a disparity. Look at this.
97-92 is exactly how I scored.
Yeah, that was Dwayne Ford, and then Dick Howe had González winning, 95-94.
I don't know what he was watching, Steve. I can't explain that. Everybody looks at things differently, and you know, we talked about the fact that each judge sits in a different spot. But there are things that you can see if you know how to judge a fight, know what to look for, any angle in the ring. I'm just a little amazed.
Gomez by split decision. The other judge, Jerry Roth, had Gomez winning 95-94. So there you have it. A surprise. Manuel Gomez now 18-10. He fought in close to 2.5 years, and run some pretty fast company, Bobby. The only other fighters to beat González were Oscar De La Hoya and Costco.
Rare that you see a mouthpiece coming out that many times from a guy who's in charge of the fight.
He's getting hit less often.
There it goes again. Keeps slipping out of his mouth. González continues to misfire. And Spinks connects.
It looks like Corey Spinks will have his 6th title fight go to the 12-round distance.
He keeps the judges busy, but not much doubt.
6 in a row, not 6 title fights, excuse me.
But he's in great condition. He's looking so fresh, Spinks. Toying with González right here. Just in another league. As we head to the bell.
And here inside the ropes, we will look at Corey Spinks and the combinations that he used throughout this fight. That's what this was really all about, the hand speed and the variety of punches that Corey Spinks threw. This sequence using uppercuts, straight punches, body punches, it's always in combination from Corey Spinks, and of course, he was able to do that against the slower, older González. But when he throws these kind of combinations, Corey Spinks is very, very difficult, and the intriguing thing is he was doing it as well at the end of the fight as he was at the beginning. Jab, straight right hands, and blazing speed from Corey Spinks.
All three in favor of the winner, and still the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Corey, the next generation
Sesta ripresa, titolo WBA dei welter. González questa volta comincia sprombattuto, a due mani González, suona la carica González, risponde Colaso. Qui proprio la difesa l'hanno dimenticata all'angolo. Adesso si appoggia alle corde González, non trova spazio con il destro la figura Colaso, ma trova il sinistro poi. Il gancio sinistro di González, prova il sinistro ancora Colaso, non dà l'impressione di essere tanto in difficoltà su questi colpi del campione in carica González. Il diretto sinistro
ha una buona varietà di colpi Colaso, ma avete visto González che ha portato avanti il sinistro ad appoggiarsi a Colaso mentre portava l'avversario i colpi. Corto gancio sinistro a due mani Colaso, il suo è un lungo lavoro di demolizione. Interviene l'arbitro, problema al guantone sinistro questa volta di González. Buon record da dilettante anche per Colaso, che ha vinto 97 match e 7 ne ha persi. Ricordiamo che lui ha sostituito Thomas Damgaard il 2 aprile scorso, quando si è impossessato della cintura che difende allo United Center per la prima volta, con colpi diretti Colaso. Damgaard, che allora era il numero 1 delle classifiche della World Boxing Association nella sfida con José Antonio Rivera. Due giudici, 115-113 per la split decision a favore di Colaso in quell'occasione. La passione per il pugilato è stata trasmessa dal padre Fernando Colaso. Ha cominciato a 12 anni Colaso. Coney Island. Poi ha vinto i Golden Gloves a New York nelle 147 libbre. Nei welter, attenzione ancora Colaso, di nuovo sembra in difficoltà González, che subisce 2 volte il sinistro, costretto a indietreggiare, questa volta abbassa il capo, non ha più difesa González, si difende come può, non ha più difesa, qui si affonda e Colaso può chiudere il match, può obbligare l'arbitro a intervenire. Ricordiamo che non c'è conteggio in piedi. Gancio sinistro di Colaso con il diretto González. Gancio sinistro di Colaso con il diretto, poi fatti sotto, dice Colaso, si butta in avanti con la testa González, quasi anche a colpire il campione. Altra gran ripresa da parte di Colaso. González sta mettendo tutto sul ring. Rivediamo. Diretto sinistro, qui vedete appoggia il guantone González. Qui proprio è allo sbando González, anche se non ne ha la minima intenzione di dare cenni di resa, anche se subisce dei colpi davvero quasi gratuiti. E 7 per Colaso, 66 kg e mezzo per Miguel Ángel González, che però decide di non continuare. Ve lo dicevo, non so quanto ancora poteva andare avanti. González è generoso, ma evidentemente probabilmente la sua carriera finisce qua, inizia invece quella di Colaso.